myself into.
Welcome, the most beautiful part of the fleet yet. Well, I thought the Jetstream boat was the acquisition of the century for the price that I got it for and what I got. And then I just, made an acquisition that just kind of, that's a joke compared to this thing. This is something that I have really no business owning. What we have here is a effectively abandoned drag car build. It is a 1968 Chevrolet Chevelle, and it is completely done up to drag race. This car has a long story, and I'm going to tell you it here in a minute. It has full 4-link, disc brake conversion all around, front and back. That's right. No skimping. I got a set of slicks to go with it. I have no idea about drag racing, especially gas stuff. I'm a diesel guy. What business do I have owning a gas vehicle? I don't know. But we'll just run through the whole layout of this vehicle here real quick. We've got really, really clean interior. Of course, it's mine, so it ended up with dirt in the floorboard somehow. I don't even know. Really frustrating, but really clean interior. The only thing it's missing is a harness bar and or shoulder straps. I really don't like the lap belts. That's really the only thing that I'm going to change on it. I'm probably going to maybe have a cage done on it if I can find somebody that's willing to do it cleanly, or I'll just take the interior completely out of it, take it to a guy, have a cage put in it, or I may put a cage in it myself and put it back in so that it's clean and it's not jank. But we got a LSX motor. I forget what cubic inch it is. Like I said, there's a long story with this car. 480 something Charger, T56 trans, running on corn fuel. My favorite feature of the whole car is the party pipe that sticks out the side. I mean, that's just fun right there. That just makes you feel patriotic. You know, sound of that unit just ripping, spooning turbskis. Somebody spent a lot of money on this car and building this thing out just like it is, and I really, really love it. So here's the story behind this vehicle. Basically, a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, bought it from a dealership. So right here we have a dealer tag for this car. 1968 Chevelle 209 black. And what happened was, basically, the story goes, somebody traded this car in because they had built it, spent all kinds of crazy money on it, and came to the point where he needed a daily driver. Well, unfortunately, the only way that he had the money for a daily driver was to sell his race car. And the dealer took it in on trade. Well, when they done that, they took this car, a salesman did not really consider the fact that dealers have limitations on stuff like lot plans. So if you know anything about how a dealership works, they have what's called a lot plan, where they have like a financial allowance line of credit, like a credit card for layman's terms, where they can buy cars with this line of credit. Well, they turned around and got audited by the bank while this car was sitting on the lot. Well, this is 1968. They have strict allowances on what year model car they can own. And this car was well and far outside of that allowance, let alone the heavily modified vehicle that they're not allowed to have either. So the dealership got a 48-hour, basically, I guess call it a 48-hour ultimatum that if you don't get rid of that car, we're pulling your lot plan and closing your dealership. Well, a friend of mine got a call. He bought the car. So he's an older guy, and I really look up to him, but he's more into the classic cars than he is kind of the younger man, sports cars, fast cars anymore, you know. He's 68 years old. So he likes to drive his cars. Well, this clutch pedal alone is like freaking 80 pounds. I mean, it's ridiculous. So he really couldn't stand to drive this car the way that he really likes to drive everything that he has. You know, like a 54 Vet. He's got all original parts for it, but it's converted over to disc brakes in the front and fuel injection so he can take that car out and drive it. This thing's not that, you know. I can drive it. I will drive it a lot, but it's not, you know, turnkey and just tool around in vehicle. I mean, it's, you know, it's pretty intense to drive. So, he's had it sitting in his garage since I think 2017 or 18, and he's got a 53 Buick Skylark that's coming in from restoration. It's a really beautiful car, and it's all original. And he's got that car coming in from restoration. Well, he knows that I really wanted this car, so yeah, it's in my shop now. Long story short, yeah. So I got a car that I've drooled over for years on end, and just absolutely love this car. And I can't believe that it's actually in my shop, because I used to always look at it and say, you know, oh, one day I'm going to own me one like that. I'm going to buy one like that. I can't wait. And, well, that day is today. So, with that being said, that's the story behind it. Now, here, let's talk about what we have here now, today, with us, is, well, somebody else's build, which is frustrating to buy sometimes because if you don't know what you got. There's only 3 major issues, and I fixed one of them temporarily just so we could drive it for a few days. And the funny thing is, I couldn't make a video of this car because I just couldn't, like, form a coherent sentence for the past week. I've had it for a week now, and the fact that I actually had this specific car, like, I was like, I'd start a video and I'd be like, oh, I can't even, this is like useless. Like, I'm just like talking in circles, and even now I still am. But this car is, so there's 3 issues with it. Number 1, speedometer. She reads like we're going 9 million miles an hour the whole time that it's on. Let's see. Number 2 is with the headlights. Let's see if I can get them on. Come on. Let's see. I don't know. So this car, they've obviously built it to go fast and kind of skimped out on things, I think, just to get it legal enough to drive it. Well, the old electrical tape headlight wiring is a telltale sign there's something kind of jank going on. And the headlights are actually in the wrong spot. These inners are supposed to be outers, and outers are supposed to be inners. And it's only got high beams on the inners, so no outers. So you've only got like the inners only come on and only high beam. So there's a certain finaglement that I figured out the other night when I was driving it and got out somewhere where I didn't have no light. Issue number 2, which we figured out already, is the relay block is a indoor relay. This was not really set to be the greatest street car of all time. So it's interior use relay block, and it was obviously, you know, the door's over there and it's here, so therefore it's in the outdoor configurement. Well, I finagled up me an old custom switch to cut that fan on because this car ran stupid hot. And then, let's see. Yeah, see, there's our corroded relay for the, you know, fan. So, gotta get another one of them. But, other than that, I think it's probably just a power issue with that. Probably just something simple with the speedometer. I'll figure that out. And then, yeah. Got to put turn signals on it. Because as we're going through these problems with this car, I just remembered one thing that I forgot to mention there in the story behind it. The friend of mine that had bought it from the car lot had it detuned because it was putting down over, like, I think 1,080 wheel horsepower. Well, now it's putting down like 750 or so, but I think that all they did was change the blow-off valve springs and stuff. And basically, what that's led to now, that this car is actually getting some serious kind of freedom put to it again, is it's running like stupid fat, like super rich. basically you got to roll into the throttle and keep it spooled before you kind of really lay into it. But, you know, and once it gets up on the boost, it runs pretty all right. But if it ain't on the boost, it just don't run. I mean, the car just don't. If you mash it, it'll just fall on its face. I mean, it's no good. And it'll roll cold too, so that's pretty funny. We got to get that fixed. That's not really, I mean, it's funny, but it's not ha-ha funny. It's like, okay, we need to fix this funny. So that's another point. So I guess there's 4 issues. Is headlights, speedometer. Well, number 1 really in chronological order is radiator fan, tune, headlights, and speedometer. The 4 most important things to realistically get this car to the street car that I would like for it to be, which it's not that bad. I mean, for something that's set for 8 years and as dirty as it is, we washed it last fall or last summer and then washed again in the fall, and it sat all winter in his garage, and it needs the garage space from this car. So that's why it's so dirty right now. I ain't washed it yet. But it's going to get, I don't know if you can tell on camera or not, because it looks really good in daylight, but it does have some pretty decent swirling marks. And of course, my beautiful gravel driveway is not helping anything with the dust situation on it. It does have a few little swirling marks, you know, it's got a little character, you know, here and, you know, there in the hood. But other than that, it's actually impressively clean for what this car is kind of set up to do. So I guess kind of the funny story is my first drive with this thing, I took it out to put gas in it because it was like on it was on E. And I hope that fuel gauge is inaccurate because I hope there's a little bit left below E. But we were on E, took it out to put gas in it, and the battery was completely shot in the car. So I took it over there to, I made it up to Speedway, and I was running hot. I was thinking, battery issue, maybe not letting the E fan cut on, because we've had this car out before, and the electric fan works on it. Well, come to find out, I was sitting there at Speedway, let it cool down a little bit, went started back, thing's dead. Well, ain't that just a classic? A dead fucking battery. Brand new. To me. Just got it. Dead jump pack, too. Go team. Can't have nothing nice. Funny thing is, there's this older guy there, and he's like, oh, man, that's a nice car. What you got there, 68? I was like, yes, sir. I was like, hey, you don't happen to have a jump pack, do you? I'm like, oh, Lord. It's just another day of my life. Got over there to AutoZone after I had stopped at a red light, rolled into a red light, and had shut it off because I seen a red light coming. Shut it off, let it coast till the light turned green, dropped it in a second, and bump started it. I'm probably the only one of the few people that have ever bump started a turbocharged LSX, at least in my area. But there's not really a big car community around here. It's kind of sad. But got up there to AutoZone, threw me a new battery in it, and then she came back to the shop here now, and we have only kind of ghetto rigged some stuff here, I guess, with the switch. But this car is going to get all the electrical issues fixed, retuned, paint correction, and a screen on that Turbski, and then she's going to get driven. And when I say she's going to get driven, I mean she's going to get driven a lot. So if you're watching this, I would recommend you go ahead and subscribe, because this car is no longer like garage princess status. It's going to get treated well, but it's going to get used, because, you know, when they made this car, this just gorgeous car in 1968, these cars were not made to be tucked away and handled with white gloves. They were made to be driven. And there's got to be some more stories with this thing where it's got, like, I don't know what that was. Cincinnati, it's about 30, 45 minutes north of here. But at one point in time, and I'm sure at one point in time, this car had some pretty wild experiences going on with it. And I'm sure that at some point in the future, I'm going to run across somebody that recognizes this thing. But, I mean, this car is just, I can't believe that it's actually mine. I mean, it's a it's a huge, it's a huge shock to me. I mean, just look at this freaking thing. I mean, just gorgeous. I hope this video is actually useful because it's like a week and 1 day after I've got it, and I'm just now actually making the YouTube cut for it because all I've made is TikToks because I couldn't form a coherent sentence. I'm so excited to have this thing. I mean, I like what? Why is this in my shop? Like, what with the freaking with the cushions from a couch that I picked up for the new cabin out here because it was shedding leather, and we've got cushions behind this just beautiful car. Oh my goodness. It's just me, but yeah. And on other notes, Jetstream, I made a little oopsie poopsie and I welded in this, the keel plate, and I guess I got it too hot and I warped the bottom of it. I'll show you here. No bueno, hoss. So with that being warped, I've got to get a track hoe over here and push down on it, try to straighten that back out. And then from there, we'll be off to the races. Got the engine hoist already out here and primed. We'll be off to the races with that and hopefully get my Kentucky homemade boat inspection done very soon so that I can get it on the water first spring day. And, you know, what would look pretty cool is that car right there with a little trailer hitch custom fabbed up, pulling that boat. You never know with me. I'm a goofball.
A sour dragon fruit with charger?
No, I don't even have any cup holders, so.
Alright, just those 3 chili cheese dogs?
Yep.